Welcome back to Work Hard RC. Today we're going to be taking a look at this box right here next to me. It comes from FairRC. This is the FairRC Mods edition of the LC80 Pro series. Let's go ahead, open it up, and check it out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up. This is the FairRC Mods 110 scale FCX10. If you guys are familiar with the FMS series of the FCX10 in the LC80, this is the brushless edition. Now, I've been wanting this one for quite some time, and FairRC has done this over. This is the tricolor that sells for $509.99 on their website. If you guys are watching this in early November, they do have a sale going on for $50 off. I'll go ahead and link that in the description, but I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. We'll take a look at it, and we'll go over some things that it comes with as far as the mod and why it's called a mod from FairRC and how it differs from just a stock LC80. So I wanted this one because I already have a micro crawler that I built in this same color scheme. So it's pretty cool. You do have some stickers that come in the box. We'll probably put some of those on. We have our instruction manual that we'll be taking a look at right there. And this is the FairRC Mods instruction manual. So we'll be able to see some of the things that they put into it as well, and then a full breakdown of the vehicle there. But let's go ahead and take it out. It does come in a cardboard box. This one did take a little bit of damage in shipping, but it doesn't look like the car was damaged at all. So just from this section here. So let's go ahead and finish pulling this out. Now this is a 110 scale, so it is a decent size vehicle and pretty heavy. And this has a lot of features in it that's going to make it a little bit heavier as well. All right, looks like we got a screw floating around in the box. Let's see what that is. Looks like a piece of cardboard there. And let's see where this screw goes if I can get it out here. All right, looks like we got a random screw there, so we'll see where that goes and if it's anything important. All right, so we got this guy right here. We'll set it down a little bit. Got the cover off. You guys can see the top of it there. And there it is. See if it's attached anyway. Looks like we got some zip ties. We can go ahead and snip those off. But as you guys saw, it does have the tricolor stickers on it. They are stickers. They're rubberized, so they're a little more durable of a sticker. And then, of course, we have the white painted body there. You guys can see as I cut this off. And yes, it does have some custom wheels. So FairRC does put a good amount of effort in modifying and upgrading these vehicles, which I appreciate very much. As you guys tell from any of my social media, you guys know that I love customizing things, making them unique as possible. And I do get a lot of questions if I can do that for anybody else, and I don't normally, but I may here soon do having issues cutting this. Do a run of bodies in some colorways that I like, and I might do a promo for that as we approach 10,000 followers on Instagram. So be on the lookout for that if you guys follow us on Instagram. We'll more than likely get that going here soon. Looks like we got some more zip ties in the front and the rear. All right, I think that's it. Very secure in the box. Oh, it looks like we got a lens that popped off here. No big problems there. And there it is. This is the FCX10 LC80 Tricolor Mods RC. Looking very nice. Like that white very much. Almost makes me sad I'm going to take this out and drive it around. But let's go ahead and see what else is in here. We have our controller in here and some other components as well. Let's see if we can get to these without messing too many things up here. All right. Controller is going to be just underneath, which is also strapped in here. ahead and trim that off. Maybe we didn't trim this enough. There we go. All right, so we have our controller here with all of the functionalities that this beast has, and we'll go over that here in a little bit. Standard FMS controller there. And I think as we go further, we have all of the accessories that we add on. Yep, right there. So that is all we have in this portion of the box. But there's the vehicle again. Take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and set this on the side, and I'm going to come right back to open up the bag of all the goodies that come with the mod series. All right, so we have all of the accessories that are included from FairRC to install onto this nice looking Toyota here. Now, there are a lot of differences that they include to make this kind of stand apart. First and foremost is the white painted body that we see there. We see the rubberized colored stickers, the tricolor. And I did mention that I have a body that I customized to be in this tricolor, which is off of another vehicle. This is a 124 scale that I have. But you can see here that it is pretty cool to have that ability to get one that's out of the box, already customized from FairRC. Now, if you're looking at a value and saying, oh, I can just buy the brushless version, the stock version, that one goes for about $490, where this one is, I believe, $509. And I'm going to go over what it has that makes it different from that one that is just $489. So the value is pretty much night and day as far as what you get in this one, and also the cool color. So if you're a fan of this color, there's not really any question. And as far as the value, what you get in here for about $30 or more is a great value. Now, currently, if you're watching this in the beginning of October, like I mentioned earlier, the price point for this, I believe, is $50 off. So instead of the $509 that you'd be paying $460, so $459.99 right now on FairRC. So if you guys want one of these, you can go pick it up and get all the upgrades for it. So we're about to go over that. So first and foremost, what you guys see here that kind of stand out, obviously, is the paint. It is white, and again, like I've been mentioning, it has the the tricolor rubberized stickers there. And as we come along the front, you're going to see the 1.9 Batrazzi wheels here. And I'll get a closer look at this here in a little bit as well. But these are 1.9 beadlock wheels. These are aluminum wheels, so that's an upgrade from the other wheels that come with it, I believe, are plastic. And then you also get these rubber tires. So these aren't any particular brand like that we're probably used to. But as far as the feel, they feel very like sticky. I wouldn't say they're like a J Concept sticky, but maybe like closer to like a Pro line. Then the tread pattern on that looks to be pretty aggressive, where it's going to do pretty well on some trails and some light rock crawling. So very nicely done there with the wheels. And again, these are beadlock wheels and look very nice with that B center cap there. I think that's pretty cool. The white color, obviously, I'm a fan of it. So that right there adds some great value to it. But let's go ahead and open this up and see what comes in the packaging. We are going to get some FairRC stickers with some Toyota decals as well. And in that same packaging, we're going to get the front bumper. Now, it says it's 3D printed on the website. I have given this a look over. Now, it looks like it is probably 3D printed, but looks like it's finished, meaning that it's been painted and done over as far as sanding. So you don't see any of those lines or anything you might see typical of a 3D print, but it looks very durable. I mean, even filling it, it doesn't feel necessarily like a 3D print. Very good quality being 3D printed. And then also the fact that it's finished is a nice touch by FairRC. Now you do get the extra 2 light pods. The lights aren't included in this, but you do have the holes in the back should you decide that you want to go ahead and add those lights to the truck or to the Land Cruiser. Now this is a fake winch that you see on there. It's not removable. So if you wanted to add a winch, I'm sure you could, maybe by removing that, cutting that off, but you do have that mock winch right there in the back of the bumper. Now we'll be taking the front bumper off and replacing that right there, and we'll do that off of camera, and I'll show you guys how that is, or how that looks at the very end. You also it comes with these yellow lenses to match the ones that are on top of the vehicle, so you do have those in there as well. And then you have a couple Toyota decals, which I'll probably be putting on the front bumper and in the rear license plate housing. So very nice touch there. You do have those available should you want to put those on with the other stickers in the bag. So I'm going to go and put those back. And then we do have, I'm not sure if this is just something that comes with this, or I have to double check if it comes with just the regular version, but we do have a metal skid plate. I'm just showing that to you because that's a nice upgrade regardless if it's a FairRC or not. That is very nice. It's going to go on the bottom of the Land Cruiser. I'll show you where that goes here. Let me move this out of the way. But you can see that that is going to go right here. And it looks like it already has some metal protection there near the differentials. But very nicely done. Pretty excited to get all these parts on there. Let's go ahead and throw those on, take a quick look at it after it's all put together. I won't go into too far detail as far as the controls, the dig function, the differentials, the ability to open or to use the front and rear differentials. But if you guys want a video of that, I can surely do it. But there's a lot of videos already out there how the FCX10 works. And again, this is the brushless. So again, I'm super excited to take it out and test it out. Now, obviously it's going to have a driver, and some people like him, some people don't. He is a little bit awkward in there, but I do plan on probably giving him some color and painting him as far as his clothing so he doesn't look so awkward and they're all in black, unless he's like a driver, like the Transporter or something. But I don't think the Transporter drives one of these. I think he drives a Mercedes or a BMW. But irregardless, we're probably going to give him a paint job to kind of make him look a little bit better in that seat there. But let's go ahead and throw that bumper on there and take a look when it's all done. All right, so we have all of our new parts installed. Let me go ahead and reattach this body. Everything on everything. All right, so we have everything installed that came in the bag. Again, our controller, we'll go over if you guys want more in depth. Just to mention too that you will have the original bumper inside of the bag. So should you need or want to install that, you have that available. You also have the pod lights that come with it. So you can install those on the bumper as well. But otherwise, you do have the bumper from FairRC that you can install. If for some reason that should break, you'll have that extra one in your bag. And you do have the decals from the original FMS there, as well as the ones from FairRC, Garage, and the ones that are a little more specific to the Toyota insignia there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all on the side. One thing to note is that I did find the instructions for the protection plate for the chassis. So that is something that you can install in the future. I'll install that before we take it out. But I just wanted to give you guys a closer look at the FairRC LC80. I did put the Toyota emblems on there. I really like the way that looks. Now, I wasn't sure where to put it on the rear because it doesn't have a spare tire on this one like some of the other smaller brothers do. But you can see I put the Toyota insignia there. And I will be putting a license plate. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be putting on there or if I'm going to put a custom one. And again, you guys get a closer look at the wheels and tires there. Very nice beadlocks. Those are aluminum, and they do come with the vehicle installed already. They look like they're going to do very well on the trail and probably some light rock crawling. And then there you see the rubberized stickers there with the tricolor. Very nice. And that white, as of right now, is very nice and clean with the tricolors there in the front. So very nicely done by FairRC. I do appreciate their ability to take something like this and make it look better than it did before, add some really nice custom look to it. And again, that 3D printed bumper looks very durable, went on very easily. And I really do appreciate the fact that it is finished. That's not something you see very often. Now, if you guys watch any of my Instagram videos, you guys know that I do a lot with 3D prints and I prep them and paint them. And it's very nice that that was already done. Otherwise, it would have bothered me if it did have some lines on it and I would have to go ahead and make it all smooth, but that's all done. So them putting on there that it's a 3D printed, just kind of letting you know, but otherwise, I mean, you probably wouldn't know looking at it or if you get it. So very nicely done. I'm going to take this out. We're going to give it a test run. I do have a battery installed. What we can do real quick and just take a look at what it looks like with the lights. Let's go and have some fun with it there. Now, the clipless system in this is one of the easiest that I've come across. It's just a little knob that you turn, and on the rear, if you turn it, it kind of just pops open. And then the front, you turn it and you kind of got to lift it a little bit, but overall, very simple to use. And to put it back on, it's just as simple. So if you guys haven't seen a brushless FCX10, let me show you this. You see that brushless motor there? And the slow crawl on this is one of the better ones I've seen. I have a Holmes Hobby brushless motor on my Vanquish, and that slow crawl is probably just as good. Very controllable with the controller that it comes with. Very, very nicely done there. Super slow. You can see the wheels in the front and the rear. Very nicely done. That overdrive too, you can see it as we're going very slowly. But this isn't about that. Let's go ahead and throw that body on and take a look at the lights. Again, if you guys wanted me to get more in depth on the functionality of this particular model, let me know. We'll definitely go more into that. I'll probably be testing the functionality as I take it out to drive, so we'll go over it then. But we do have the body on, and let's go ahead and turn these lights on right there. So I do want to get some lights for the pods here in the front to kind of complete that look. So I may have some. I'll have to see if they fit, and if they do, we'll get those wired in to the truck and have some fun. But as you can expect, you do have that turn signal on either side. Very nice feature there. Really completing that look with that front bumper. I do really like this a lot. Again, for the price point and the difference from the stock LC80, I would say if you want something that looks different, you're going to take out, whether it be to an event, to a trail, just kind of have some fun. These FairRC mods are really, really awesome. And again, I do have this linked in the description if you guys want to pick one up. Right now they are on sale, $50 off. It's going to be probably into the holiday season. Like I said, it's early November. If you guys are watching this and you want one, I would jump on it because it is a good deal. So let's go ahead and take this guy out for a spin, have some fun with it, and really test out those wheels. I do have some high hopes for them. They look like they're going to be very good. So let's go and take this guy out. All right, we're going to take this through our normal little rocks here in Bakersfield. We have it in the slow gear here, which is very smooth with that brushless motor. Oh, we got some soft sand here. See if we can get up and over it. Looks like we're gonna make it. All right. These tires do stick very well to the rocks. Pretty nice. Had to adjust my gearing to get up that rock there. My daughter was driving her Vanquish there on the side. I think she's taking a break. I have to go around it. Got a hand into those tires. Doing pretty good. Definitely will not have to upgrade those. I was gonna have to catch it there. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Alright, pretty good run. As to be expected with this brushless motor. Very nice low crawl. Those tires, I gotta give them a lot of credit. Really kept it stuck to the rocks there. And it looked great doing it. If you guys want one of these, I'll have it linked in the description. Pick one up. Right now, in early November, it is an extra $50 off. Pick it up. Hope you guys like this video. We'll have more coming out of this particular car here soon, as it was a lot of fun. Probably the most fun I've had with the trail truck in a while. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.